Bonjour les étudiants of class 9. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're being safe. And so the last class we were talking about the lesson 3, Je cherche une correspondante, and we started with few exercises. And this session will be continuing with the lessons exercises. We'll be doing 3 exercises, okay, with the prepositions, like with the preposition a, and some adjectives, and also with some verbs, right? Just 3 exercises. We are going a bit slowly so that it will be easy for you to concentrate on the other subjects as well and to write the classwork. Okay, so just 3 exercises that won't even take 10 minutes to write. Okay, so even if you're in the first lesson, you're writing the first lesson in your notebook, do not hesitate to finish and send us a picture. Okay? And that's it for now. We'll get into the slides. And here we go. Okay. Before getting started with the 4th exercise, we got to do a small revision of this. Okay. Les prépositions de lieu et articles contractés avec a. Okay, so les prépositions de lieu, okay, the preposition for the places. Okay, there are some preposition for the places, and so contracted articles et article contracté avec a. Okay, so as you know, a, okay, the a accent, which means to, in, or at. Okay, so to, in, or at. The preposition a means, depends on the verb and the situation, the meaning of a changes. For example, j'habite à Pondichéry. Okay, j'habite à Pondichéry, which means I live in Pondicherry. Okay, so there, which means in. Okay, so if I say je vais à la banque, je vais à la banque, then it means I go to the bank. Now the a means to. Okay, so so that way, okay, depending on the verbs, the meaning changes for a. And so in the now we got a few sentences, right? Okay, so we got 6 sentences. And the left side you can see the prepositions that we'll be using in the upcoming exercises. So a, the first one, a accent. The second one, o, the ones which are in blue I'm reading. A accent. And then o, a la, a l apostrophe, o, a u x o, en, en, en. So these things will be placed before a place. Okay, these all these 6 prepositions or the contracted articles will be placed before a place. So in English it's quite simple. Okay, in English it's quite simple. We just use in. Okay, so for most of the places, and depends on the verbs, right? So in French we got these where we will be using a accent. Okay, I given an example. I given 3 examples in that sentence. Je suis à Paris. Je suis à Paris. After the preposition a, you can see a city's name. Okay, with the verb être. Okay, I am in Paris. Okay, I am in Paris. Je suis à Paris. Je vais à Paris. J'habite à Paris. Okay, so I am in Paris. I'm going to Paris. I live in Paris. Okay, so before a city we'll be using a. Okay, keep in mind, before a city we'll be using a with these verbs especially. Okay, être, aller, habiter. So even if it's a verb vivre and so on, we'll be using a preposition before the place, before a city. The second one, au, au. Tu es au Canada. Okay, tu es au Canada. You are in Canada. Even au means in. Okay, or it means to the, in the, or at the. Okay, to the, in the, at the, or in. Okay, so tu es au Canada, tu vas au parc, tu habites au Brésil. Here you can see the word Canada is there. Okay, Canada, and the last one is Brazil. So you can see these both are countries, and they are masculine countries. In English we don't have such issue, but in French, if you got a masculine country, you will be using the preposition au, au. Okay, so au will be used. For a city, we'll be using A accent, the first sentence. The second sentence, we'll be using O, AU, for masculine countries. Au Canada, au Brazil, au Pakistan, au Japon, right? Likewise. And the second sentence in the second line, tu vas au parc. Tu vas au parc. Okay, you go to the park. Okay, park, it's actually a masculine place. Okay, a masculine noun. Park, which is a place of a city. Okay, in a city, park, it's a place and it is masculine. If in case, okay, we'll be using au. Okay, for example, je vais au restaurant. Okay, what else? Je vais au musée. Okay, je vais au parc, je vais au jardin. For the places in a city, we'll be using O, AU, right? And also for the masculine countries, we'll be using AU, right? So before the masculine countries, it's a preposition. If before a masculine place in a city, we use article contracté. So then we got the third one, it's à la. Okay, à la. Il va à la banque, il est à la plage. You can see à la banque, à la plage. Okay, banque, which is bank, plage, which is a beach. And these are two places in a city. Okay, and they are feminine. Okay, if it's masculine, we use O. If it's feminine, okay, we are not talking about the countries here. We are talking just about the places in a city. Yeah, so we'll be using à la banque, à la plage. Right? So the next one, A L apostrophe. A L apostrophe stands for both masculine and for feminine, but if they start with a vowel. Okay, for example, nous sommes à l'école. Okay, we are at school. Elle va à l'église. She goes to the church. Okay, so l'université. Okay, je vais à l'université. Okay, je vais à l'hôpital. Je vais à l'hôtel. Okay, for the words, for the nouns, for the places which starts with a vowel, we'll be using A accent, L apostrophe. Yeah, okay. So, so now the next one, AUX. AUX, it's O. Okay, AUX, IUX, it's O, the pronunciation. Ils vont aux États-Unis. Ils vont aux toilettes, par exemple. Okay, so AUX will be used for the plural countries and for plural places. Okay, so ils vont aux États-Unis, which means they go to United States. United States, it's a nation, it's a country, and it's plural, right? United States, states, it's plural. So we'll be using AUX. Okay, in English we don't even have that. Okay, they are going to the United States. Okay, they are going to the United States. I live in United States. We'll be using the same preposition for all the countries, but in French we got masculine, feminine, and also plural, right? So ils vont aux États-Unis, and for example, ils vont aux toilettes. Okay, toilette, even it is plural, it will be always in plural form. Donc voilà, il va aux toilettes. Even if it's like a plural place, for example, he goes to the banks. Okay, he goes to the banks, for example. So then you'll be saying il va au banque. Okay, il va au banque comes with an S, right? Okay, so the last one, Ian. Ian will be used for feminine countries. Okay, vous êtes en Inde. Okay, elles vont en Inde, en France, en Allemagne. Okay, en Italy, en Chine, en Australie. For all the feminine countries, we'll be using Ian. Okay, so for masculine countries, we use AU. Okay, the second sentence you can see, for the masculine countries, we use AU. For the feminine countries, we use EN. For the plural countries, we use AUX. Okay, so this is a rule. Okay, so you can even take a screenshot, you can copy this in your notebook. So look it twice. So now we'll head to the exercise, the fourth exercise. Voilà, the fourth exercise, you can see, compléter avec une préposition qui convient. Ok, so compléter avec une préposition qui convient. Il travaille dash Angers. Nous allons dash États-Unis. Tu vas bientôt dash Canada. Je vais dash université. Ils vont dash Angleterre. Okay, so voilà. So now you got to put the right preposition before the dashes. Okay, so now we'll concentrate just the word which is after the dash. Okay, so Angers, the first sentence, we got Angers after the dash. So what is Angers? Okay, it's actually a city in France. Okay, Angers, it's a city in France. So if it's a city, what we'll be using? So keep in mind, if it's a city, you got to straight away think of j'habite à Pondichéry. Oui, j'habite à Pondichéry. We'll be using à, right? Okay, the preposition à. So the same thing, il travaille à Angers. Okay, he works in Angers. A accent will be the answer for the first one. So the second one, nous allons dash États-Unis. États-Unis, it's a plural country. États-Unis, it's a plural country. So what we'll be using? AUX. AUX. So tu vas bientôt dash Canada. Okay, tu vas bientôt dash Canada. So you can see Canada, c'est en fait it's a masculine country. Okay, so it's a masculine country. So we'll be using so masculine country. So we'll be using au, AU. Okay, tu vas bientôt au Canada. Oui, AU and then Canada. The last before one, je vais dash université. Okay, je vais dash université. So I go university. It's actually a place in a city. Okay, place in a city. So it starts with a vowel. It starts with a vowel. So what we saw, a accent L apostrophe. A accent L apostrophe université. Je vais à l'université. I go to the university. The last one, ils vont dash Angleterre. So Angleterre, which means England. Okay, Angleterre, which means England. Ils vont en Angleterre. Angleterre, it's a feminine country. Okay, it ends with E. So it's a feminine country. We use en Angleterre, en. Okay, so now we'll see the answers. Voilà, here we go. Il travaille à Angers. Nous allons aux États-Unis. Tu vas bientôt au Canada. Je vais à l'université. Ils vont en Angleterre. Okay. So now we'll go for the next exercise. So here we got few verbs. Okay, to just a small revision. Aller, faire, comprendre. Aller, to go. Faire, to do. Comprendre, to understand. Right? Aller, to go. Faire, to do. Comprendre, to understand. So the verb aller, je vais, tu vas, il va, elle va, on va. Nous allons, vous allez. Ils vont, elles vont. The verb faire, je fais, tu fais, il fait, elle fait, on fait. Nous faisons, vous faites. Ils font, elles font. Comprendre, je comprends, tu comprends, il comprend, elle comprend, on comprend, nous comprenons, vous comprenez, ils comprennent, elles comprennent. Okay, and we got a small exercise with it. The fifth exercise. Okay, mettez les verbes au présent de l'indicatif. Okay, you just got to conjugate the verbs in present tense. Okay, it's a quite simple exercise, right? Okay, we'll straight away head to the answers here. Nous faisons les exercices de grammaire. So we are doing the grammar exercises. Qu'est-ce qu'ils écoutent? What are they listening to? Qu'est-ce qu'ils écoutent? Elle va au marché. She goes to the market. Okay, the verb aller. Vous travaillez dans une entreprise française. Okay, you are working in a French company. Tu parles 4 langues. You speak 4 languages. Okay, so careful with the answers. So here we have le singulier et le pluriel des noms. Okay, singular and plural of the nouns. In English, we'll be adding s, right? we'll be just adding s. For example, a pen, some pens. Okay, some pens, two pens, some pens. Okay, we'll be adding s with the noun. Okay, so even in French we'll be doing the same, but we got some exceptions. Okay, we got three steps. Okay, we got three categories. En général, les noms prennent un s pour former le pluriel. Okay, normally a noun takes an s to form a plural form. Okay, un chat, des chats. Okay, a cat, some cats. Une maison, des maisons. A house, some houses. Une école, des écoles. A school, some schools. Mais les noms qui se terminent par s, x, z ne changent pas au pluriel. So if the noun, okay, when the noun which already ends with s, x or z in the singular form, they don't change in plural. Okay, they remain the same. For example, un euro, okay, un euro, des euros, un prix, des prix, un pays, des pays. Okay, so these are some examples. And the last one, certains noms en al changent en o au pluriel. Some nouns which ends with al, okay, some nouns which ends with al, they take aux form in the plural. Instead of al, we'll be writing aux. Okay, for example, un animal changes to des animaux, un journal, des journaux, un cheval, des chevaux. Okay, same way, un travail, des travaux. Okay, so work, okay, some work. So that's it. Okay, so we got one simple exercise, the sixth exercise, which is you got to change it to plural form. C'est une fleur. Okay, it's a flower. Elle va à la banque. She goes to the bank. Vous faites un exercice. You do an exercise. J'écoute la chanson de Sting. Pardon. I listen to the song of Sting. Tu habites à Paris. You live at Paris. So now we'll change it to plural. C'est, okay, C apostrophe est changes to ce sont. Okay, CESYNT. Okay, ce sont. Win changes to des, DES, right? Okay, so these things we were saying in 6th standard, from 6th standard. Ce sont des fleurs. Fleur comes with S. Okay, ce sont des fleurs. The second one, elle va à la banque. Elle va à la banque. She goes to the bank. They go to the bank. You got to change. Elle takes an S. Okay, ELLES. So then the conjugation is important. Okay, va changes to vont. VONT. Elles vont à la banque. Okay, you can write à la banque itself, or you can change à la to O. AUX. Banque with S. Okay, so banque with S and AUX. So third one, vous faites un exercice. Vous faites, it's already in plural, so no need to change anything. Vous faites remains the same. And changes to they. And win changes to they. Okay, DES. Exercice with S. Vous faites des exercices. You do some exercises. So the last before one. J'écoute la chanson de Sting. Okay, j'écoute changes to nous écoutons. Okay, I listen. We listen. Okay, we listen. La chanson changes to les chansons. La changes to les, LES. Chanson comes with S. Les chansons. Those things. Those thing doesn't change anything. Okay, we don't write these things. No. Okay, those things. Sting, it's actually a name of an artist. Of Sting. Okay, we don't change of and Sting. This thing remains the same. Oui, and the last one, tu habites à Paris. Tu changes to vous. Okay, vous habitez à Paris. À Paris, same way, doesn't change. Yeah. So now we'll see the answers. Voilà. Ce sont des fleurs. Elles vont à la banque, or elles vont aux banques. Vous faites des exercices. Nous écoutons les chansons de Sting. Okay, you can see this thing doesn't change. Vous habitez à Paris. You live at Paris. Yeah, okay. So, voilà. That's it for today. Oui, so we just finished 3 exercises. The remaining exercises we'll do it next session. Oui, so please take care and finish your work. Oui, take care, guys. Yeah.